Hello and welcome everybody, this is Kristy. Today is the stitching of Christine's project, which is the hexagons. And so I don't know if I properly showed you in my first video of the quilt that I made. So I made this with using the Acu quilt. I wanted to sew all mine together, and so now I have done all the edging. It's a bit hard to see because obviously the quilt is bigger than the iPad. So let me have a look and see what you can see. Yep. So this is my first one. There. I really love it now. And I had to add extra on the side, on the bottom and the top, and then on the back. What I should do is show you, insert a picture of the whole thing. So that was the back again, and I had to make that larger on the edge to meet the other side. So each side has extra bit of fabric, and I just hand sewed the binding. I rolled the binding over. So from the back, I rolled the binding over there to the front, tucked it in so you've got a nice edge, and then just hand stitch that. So finally finished that this morning because all the pins were just getting really annoying. But I do have to keep the pins in, but what I'm thinking I might go and do is do some tacking stitches inside the squares, the triangles, I beg your pardon, to anchor it down, and then I can take out all the pins, the quilting pins. So what am I doing? Well, I've decided I want to just put this hexagon on just for fun. So we can do that together. Now I've got to think about, now it's been roughed around, so unfortunately the hexagon is a little bit frayed, the quilting bit is a little bit frayed, so I'll get my scissors and I will tidy that up. And if I don't sew it down, it's going to fray and fray and fray. I don't even know if I could put a little bit of glue on the edge to stop it from fraying. I do have fray glue. Sometimes when you roll the cotton in a ball like that, oh, there's a pin, it collects in a little ball, and then it's easy to pick it up. It doesn't always work. All right, I like that there. So what am I going to do? Because I know it's going to fray heaps. I could just use this to hold it down. I might do that. So I don't want to waste too much because I haven't got a lot of that thread left. So if you go round and then go round halfway, that should be enough to... So hope you're doing well, and everybody is stitching. Oh dear. Oh, sometimes my yawns just catch up. Oh, there's one there. My yawns just catch up with me sometimes. So sorry about that. Okay. We have a nice sunny day today. You've probably got sun right all the way through till March or April with no rain. So, oh, we did have a little bit of rain the other week. So where's my pin? I'm going to put my pin in. So we are on the camera. Yep. It's hard to know when you've got the quilt there. Now, I've got to figure out whether I want to go all the way through or just pick up the, I think I'll just pick it up. So I will tuck my thread in here. just pick up thread. I'll go as close as I can to the edge. If it doesn't work, I'll think of something else. It's probably not working because it's all fraying now. I've cut too close. I'm going to just get a tiny little bit of glue. If it decides to come out, I think it's clogged up. Those lids aren't the best. Wasn't very good. I just dropped it on the carpet. Oh, let's not spill that on there. Oh, look, it's coming out again. I don't think this is going to work. Let's do just a bit on the other side. Just adding a bit of glue. I don't know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Right, put that back on. And I'll just have to go and clean my hands. Right, I'm back from washing my hands and I've just done a few things. So what else I wanted to do was, Sally had previously, just a minute, I'll see if I can find it. Maybe not. In one of her videos ages ago, she printed out, no, that's not it. Anyway, I'll show you. She printed out, oh, what shall I wear today? And you stitched it all down. Well, I didn't do anything at the time with it because I was busy doing other things. But I've just realised what I wanted to do. So I had it printed out, too big, wouldn't fit on the hexie. I'm just waiting for that to dry a little bit. And then I'll stick that down. And so then I printed it out and it said 23%, that's fine. So it was a lot bigger. So then I went, oh, well, let's do 15. But clearly it's too big for the hexagon, but it's great for the shoes and the hat. But I don't know what yours is. If this is what you want to do, you'll have to go and figure out your own printer. And then I went down to 10. I thought that was a bit too tiny, but I just love how cute it looks. Makes you want to make the little dress. And then I did 13. As you can see, I've cut it out. And it just fits. It just fits there, like that. So I'm happy with that. So I've cut the 13 out. And it still fits. And even the 13 is a little bit small on the hexagon, but I think it's perfect on that. So I'm still going to keep these because I think I'll put them on there. And so that's going on the hexie. And then I printed out Christine's one here. So that will go on as well. I'll find a place to put that on. Probably around here actually. I might put the flower dress. You can't see that. Let me move the camera. Oh, what have I done now? Oh, I did something. There we go. When you press the camera, it twice, it makes the picture smaller. So there we go. So I'll put the dress here, and I'm thinking I might put the flower there. I won't pin it because that'll look silly. And there's the cup of tea, and I've got a teapot here somewhere. I did have a teapot. Oh no, not that. And I've got a Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit might go, maybe the teapot will go there, and the Peter Rabbit might go there. Oh, that's just my daughter texting me. Have I got anything else in here to show you? Can't remember now. Oh, I did print that out, silly Billy. That's all right. I printed the duck. Oh, I haven't got the duck, have I? That's Christine's, and I haven't got the duck or the bird. So I need to do the bird. I need to do the bird. Where's the hexagon shape? Here. So I'm thinking I'll do the bird, and that can go in one of these as well. So what are we going to do today? I've drawn the bunny, but the bunny's going to be backwards. So I need to probably have it facing inwards, or shall he have her facing outwards? I don't know. But I do have a teapot somewhere. I'm sure I do. Or was I going to do that one? Can't remember. Okay, let's get some white cotton. Now I think I might use this beautiful fabric. I'm going to cut that out, and that's going on the piece on the back on here. I might just cut this out and then transfer that onto here. I don't know. Or I've got this little one here too, but I might actually put that one on the front as an embroidery. I think I'll do that. So let's I've lost all my things. They keep getting camouflaged. So will that fit? Or just fit in? And I will do that. Find a texture. There we go. I think this one had the bum. I have to throw that out. Right. I've got stuff everywhere. Right, let's I need my fabric to be as thin as possible and not so bulky. All right. I did do that right, didn't I? Yep. And so now this shape, this one fits inside this one. So what this one does, it allows me to, when I find my text, my pen, it allows me to draw on the hexagon, or actually I'll line this up. Oh, I can't do it with this pen, can I? And I don't think my pencils, I don't think this one will work either, because what it is a tiny, oh, maybe I have to just do the tiniest little black dot. There we go. Should turn my iron on, but I haven't. See if I can find the little black dot. You can just see the black dot through the thing there. Trying to finger press, that's what I'm trying to do. Doesn't always work. An iron is much better, it gives a beautiful crisp edge. And that's what you want when you're doing hexies. See, when I fold it, it bows in the centre. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe that's the iron. Where the iron comes into play. Maybe when I'm doing it, I'm pressing down like that and it bulges out. It makes a bulge. So there we go. Right. Oh, I don't know where they all are. Oh, here they are. Put a clip on each corner. Hopefully it should stay. So my hexies are going to be a bit of a mix-up of hexies, things already been done, and then for me to embroider, because at the moment I'm running around with my head, like a headless chook, because I've committed myself to too many projects. But funny enough, I'm actually excited to do all of them. Okay, so let's move that one out the way. Whoops. And what was I doing with this? Nope, wasn't. That's for the back. Oh, that's right, I wanted to do this here, so I can see under there. So I need the board back again. So let's try and get it close enough under there. And where is that? That's the black, I think. That's the brown. I don't like using that because if I make a mistake, I can't remove it. I don't think my bow's as good as yours, Sally, but I'll fix it up. with a bit of pen. Well, I did move it over out the way. Right, let's try and stay on the paper. They weren't there, but that's the beauty of you making your own design. I've just realised I should have left a bit more of a gap. Oh, look at that. Too short. I didn't leave enough gap, did I? No, it won't work. I need the gap. So what I need to do is trace out. This is what happens when you do things. You live and learn. Trace out this first. So if I make the mistake, then you'll learn from me. Then you won't make a mistake. I can do that later because I have another design that I can sew. Because I don't want this to be a long video. Let's go back to this one here. Right. So we will just go along and clip the blanket underneath, but not go through to the other side. The only thing is it's hard to do that when it's a quilt because everybody else is doing their individual pieces. I'm sewing mine all together. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think I've just got to get used to the rhythm of just clipping the blanket underneath. And it should be fine. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to pull it out, which I'm thinking I'm not liking it at the moment. Do you know what? I don't like it. It's yucky. It's too messy. I will just get rid of it. It can go on my Kate in the Nest one if I feel like it needs it. But other than that, I just not like it. There's a flower one. I can see that under there, but I do have something else. I have the bird, the birdie. So I think I'll do that bird, and I'll come back with some threads. I'm back with my colours, so here they are. Just be careful I don't drink this and pretend this is my cup of tea. I've been known to do that. So let's do the birdie. Now I've got to figure out whether the bird wants just to be back stitched or like use a stem stitch just to give him some thickness on the bird. So let's start down here by the feet. Now I'm using 6 strands because I want to cover up the black. That jabbed me right in the finger. Sorry about that. Oh, that hurt. Not waiting for the blood to come out. Oh, hopefully it won't bleed. I forgot that this is such a long needle and very, very sharp. I already gave blood the other day. I don't need to give any more. I love giving blood because it's something that's free, it helps save lives, and I get to eat some yummy snacks for lunch if I go at the right time. All free. Well, I suppose it is, but it isn't. It still comes out of everybody's tax, doesn't it? Right, so there's the bird. I'm going to go down here and come up here, and I'm going to, probably not the best place to do it because there's the beak there. Let's go the other side of that. There. That didn't work, did it? Let's unpack that. Unfortunately, that's the thing with doing slow stitching. You know, you have to pull things out to make it right, and then it takes you forever to thread the needle. It threaded one. Sorry, it threaded all 5, and then it just decided it didn't want to thread the other one. I'm just going to stop here and get my threader. Just have the threader handy at all times, I reckon. It's so much easier than trying to do it the other way. Right, let's try this again. Yeah, I think I actually like the stitch better. This fabric is a bit thin, so I have to be careful. We could actually just leave that down the bottom there. I don't see why we can't. Might be like little feathers or something like that. I'll just continue on. It's probably the needle's too thick. And it's very long. It's coming out of there already. Let's just take it out of the hoop. I should get my little standy thing that I have, but then you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just going to take little tiny stitches, and also I like to figure out which side of the yarn, which side of the cotton the needle goes on. Either the cotton lies on that side, or you poke it through and it lies on that side. So it depends on which way you're, see how it gives you a gap there. So I do need to go on the other side. And then what it does, it pushes it over to the back and makes it lie flat. So you can work that out as you're going around. If it looks a bit strange, stick your needle in, and there, Bob's your uncle, you've got it right. I don't really know where that saying comes from, Bob's your uncle. I don't even know what it means, but that's a lot. That's, you know, that's with a lot of things that we say. We just pick it up as a child, and we just say it. No, they don't get explained to us. So here is the love heart. So what am I going to do there? Do that. Just pull on it gently. Yeah, that looks good. I'll be back with the bird. I'll see you in a minute. I've done the body, now I'm onto the feet. So I'm just doing one strand each side of the bird. I've taken out of the hoop. Can't remember if I said that before. Listen to that crow. He's going off his nana. Which means he's, you know, he's going off his head. Right, that looks cute. Right, tie that off. Here comes the tricky part, the bee. Not sure if I'll keep that little bit. I'm trying not to keep bits if I don't need to. I have oodles of stitching thread. Right. Let's try the bee. I'm not even sure how many threads you're supposed to use, probably just 2. And I think my needle's just too thick for that. Right, now, I don't even know whether my bee's going upside down or not. That's how the pattern was. I can't show you because it's in a different thing now. So maybe I'll just do the body, I think. And back stitch. Quite nice just doing the 2 threads with the long light needle. It's quite enjoyable. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this first or do the body first, the colour in the body, and then do this. I don't know. I suppose you just go with what you feel is right until you find out that it's wrong or you don't like it or it's not working for you. Now, I can't give you this pattern because it was off a pattern I bought recently, and it's not a free pattern. That took some time to do. It's very tiny. Right, what do you do with, do you just do small satin stitches? Christine, you did the bee, so yeah, I'll just keep going over like this. I don't actually know, would you go up and down that way? I wouldn't have thought so. Probably not do this off camera. So tiny. Maybe I'll just get to the end. I'm concentrating that hard I can't remember how to speak out loud. Some sort of satin stitch. Right, that looks good. I think one more to go. Right. There. I think that's good enough. All right, I'll leave it there and I'll be back with the finished bird. Back to show you the bird. And I've done a few other things, and it was yesterday, but now it's today. Now it's today. So, finish the birdie. Are you going to focus in? No, it's not going to do it. Sorry about that. My video just stopped working and I wasn't filming. So I've told all that and now I have to go back and say it again. Where am I up to? Oh yes, I did the bee, and I think I was saying I don't know if I have to fill in the rest of that yellow. And this was Sally's embroidery, and I've just cut this one out and I just need to embroider around the edge of that. And these are the ones that I have created. The teapot, which is somewhere here, because I've moved everything and I was talking to you a minute ago and you actually weren't there. I'm all in a mess. So the teapot with the tea, that's Sally's daffodil, which I have rinsed, which I have decreased down on paper. There's the teapot and the daffodil. That was Sally's daffodil. I just put it down the shrinkage. Now, does everybody know what this is? You should know this, Sally and Christine, and possibly some others. This is Sally's Oh What Shall I Wear on her printables, and I shrunk it down to 13% because when I went to press print, it was already at 23%. So I don't know what that means, but I just shrunk it down. I did 15 and then 10 and then went back in the middle. So make sure that it fits. All you've got to do is just make sure you put your little thing over the top. All right. So that's that one. That's Christine's printables on her page. Oops. Oh, and that's the teacup with the word tea on it. And this ducky has come from here. and I've just done it like that. So that's me, my daughter Rebecca, and my daughter Melissa, the three of us. So I'll have that close by in the middle with the rest of them. That's the bunny, but I'm going to have to just redo the bunny because I think he's a bit strange looking. I don't know where he is at the moment. So I've just gone ahead and done those because, as you know, that I've done my quilt already. So all I've got to do, there's the daffodil. Oh, and then there was another one here, which is from Sally. If you go on Sally's Facebook group, .be slow stitching. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, Sally. Always can never remember Facebook sometimes. You can go into her files and she'll have all the downloads. But I loved her writing. So I got it for the writing, and I do actually love that. So that's cute. What was I going to say? What's here? Oh no, that's come from the ducks. So that's all I've got for you to do with my embroideries. So I don't actually know. We could stick these two on and possibly do that. I'll get some thread. I did have some thread here somewhere. This thread here. Yep, this is it here. I had some thread, some beautiful thread on card, and I've gone and lost it. I don't know where it is. So I'm a bit annoyed about that. So let's do some thread work. I'm going to stitch that down in white. No, excuse me for reaching over. I'm going to stitch that down with this. Yes, I was mentioning in the video that these are great snips. If you ever come across them, what they used for is, I should have shown you. Oh, I can show you on this. You've got this piece here, and they've got a duck bill, duck bill, I think. And what they do is they cut your piece out without cutting the fabric. On, I think, this side. It's hard to explain. Because I don't want all this white stuff. I just want the I was going to say the bird. The cut out of the flower. So it just safeguards the flower, I think. Whereas with normal scissors, I'll get them out of the tangle. They do work, but you just got to be careful because you could go across like that and snip down. I don't think you can do that. Oh, maybe you could. Yeah, you could. Oh, there's something about them. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest. Yeah, it safeguards them for cutting underneath or something or other. But they do work really well because they've got that thing there, see? That little thing there. So I don't like this white thing. And I find it cuts quite close to the edge. Obviously it's the operator turning it. You just want to try and get as much as the white part off the flower, next to the flower, as you can. Now if you accidentally snip into the stitches, I think you'll be okay as long as you use the stitches as a guide on the thing to stitch it back down. I just want to send out all my friends in Melbourne. There's some terrible fires going on at the moment. I hope you're all safe and well. And I'm sending all my prayers and love to the firefighters. If you're happen to be have a partner or a husband or a wife or a woman doing the firefighting, I want to say thank you very much for volunteering, and obviously all in the firefighters. And I want to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for all the stuff that you do, and all the volunteers that are helping all the people that have lost their homes and given them somewhere to stay, or someone's taken them in. It's just lovely. The community of Australia is amazing. Obviously, we saw that with the terrible shooting at the Bondi that happened, but I think that is all over the world. We've just got to remember to be kind. It's nicer to be kind than to be not so kind, and it makes it kind on your heart because you're not putting yourself under stress. So we'll leave that conversation there. Okay, I don't like getting into too much politics with it all, but all I wanted to say was thank you. Okay, so I've snipped some of that off there. And me trying to find a pin at the moment, I don't know where it is. Oh, let's just cut that off because I think I sewed it on there and I didn't like it. So where are we? In a bit of a jungle mess. So I'm going to put that in my bag. I don't want that. Someone said, oh, why do you cut up all those, when I was doing my Kate in the Nest fabrics, why do you cut up all the fabric? Well, just let me see. You've got this beautiful piecework. I don't use them as napkins because they'll get dirty, but then you've got some beautiful white cotton sheeting that you can use to make all my hexes out of. And if it's in a drawer, then it's in the dark. At least this way it's going to be out in the light. Oh, there, I found it. I found the other shape. So that I use that to go over there like that. So that one's for the outside, this one's for the inside, and it works perfectly. Yeah, so, you know, I use what I have. It's all about recycling and reusing. I don't know what happened to that piece, but I've got to find my needle. So I have finished all the binding down on the quilt. I hand stitched it, believe it or not, because I don't hand stitch binding when I'm quilting. And I thought I'll do it this time, and I've done it all. So now I've only got these quilting pins in here, which are not sharp. They are obviously when you open them up. And all I've got to do now is do something with the edges so they stop fraying. See there? So I'll find something. I don't know. I'll put a piece of fabric over the corners or something. But I've got to find my needle to sew with. I don't actually know what I've done with it. Sally was talking about needles this morning. Such a great idea. Having them in the way they should. Oh, I know where it is. I put it in here. Watch. Ta-da! There they are, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. I was getting too excited. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. I had these little tins and I thought, oh, what am I going to put my pins in? Put them in here. Close the lid. You can put some felt in the bottom of that if you wanted to. And there you are. So let's get stitching. I'll only spend a little bit of time stitching because I actually don't know how long the video is. Doesn't help when you pull the thread out. So which one is next? It's the bee. Let's just do the bee. So I'll have to cover everything up. I'll just turn my iron on. I'm going to make sure that I have my iron nice and hot. I need to tidy up, move some things out the way. And I'm not keeping tiny bits of cotton either. I've stranded cotton, quite a few bits. So where are we? Tea. So I've got my tea there. There's Christine, Sally and me. And this is, I was going to say this is mum and me, or me and mum or something. Even though we're both young, that's okay. I can do that. So I've got my tea there. I was thinking of putting the flour on that one. Not sure now because I've got the teapot. Ducks and the teapot. Let's have the teapot and the tea separate on the other side. And the flour can go on that one, which I think it was already on there. And my dress, I think, can go there. And that can go there. It's my little box. What happens when you just move everything all of a sudden? And you can't find it. So I went ahead with mine so that where am I going to put my daffodil? Over the blue, maybe? I think that would be all right. I've got it down here. We've got the blue, and I could put the lovely daffodil on there. So I'll just pin that. So yeah, I decided, I thought I'll go ahead and create my printables for my hexagons, etc. And then I know where I'm going, how many I've got to do. And Christine's one can go there. Don't forget that these are all going to get shaped down to that much. So it'll be that much all the way around. So don't panic, it's not going to be completely covered over. There's a pin. Oh, I just stabbed myself. Now what was I doing? Oh, the bee. Oh my goodness. Where's my bee? Oh, there's the flower. Oh, that one could go in there, couldn't it? And I've lost my bee. My bee. Don't know where he's gone. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's the bee. Sorry, my bee and my bird. So let's just hold that down there for a minute. Might have to think about where I need to put these now. Because I don't want to put anything over that one. Yeah, I don't want to put anything over that. So I might put the bee right here next to my teapot, my teacup. Right there. So let's stitch that one down because the bee's got all the beautiful flowers and it's like the birds and the bees. So get myself a pin. And I don't want to take too much attraction away, so we'll see what happens by stitching it with the white, even though I did the blue there. There goes someone on holidays. I've made a knot and I want to pull the knot in till it goes pop and then it's secure. Now I could do fancy stitches, but I'll be here for the next 2 years. So all I'm doing is just running stitch, trying not to get underneath there. Where are we? There. So you're not catch. I don't want to catch this because I want this for something different. So all I'm doing is just catching in the blanket. So this morning I was up at 5, and then I remembered it was Christine's premiere video. So I only got to have half an hour with everybody. So if you were on there, hello to everybody. But I was like asleep. It was 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning for me. It was only the fact that the dogs wake us up at 5 for their breakfast. And I can't change that because he's an old dog and he's set in his ways. But I love early morning anyway, so it's fine. My husband had to get up early as well to go to his father's to do some work up there. So at the moment, I was thinking, how many projects have I got? I need to do like a project video so you can see all the projects I've got underway. Let me think. I've got Christine's, Kate in the Nest, Roxy Journal of Stitchery, my own project, which is January calendar. If you don't know anything about it, go onto my YouTube video and have a look under January calendar 26, I think. I have a quilt project, Take 5 from Lucello, I think, .com.au. Sorry if I've mispronounced the name. And then I also have my daughter's shorts to make. I have a footstool to cover. A quilt called Flying Pigs and Dancing Chickens, which was started about, I don't know, 4 years ago. And I've got to think what's on the back of my door, because I got towel rails on the back of my door. Then I've got these S-shaped metal things. I think I got them from eBay or something like that. And then I just hung those on the back of the door. I'll take a picture and I will put it insert it here. And then if that's an idea for you, you can do the same. And it's a great way of just grabbing the bags, because I just love bags in my projects. Now, I know it's annoying, me having to turn the thing around, but I can't stitch. I have to go in the direction I'm going. What else was I going to say? A couple of other projects. I've got my Fleur Woods project I haven't finished. I've got projects I went to class. I've got Vintage Blend Studio, when I went to her retreat. I need to finish that. I'm just trying to think up there. I've got Beck from Sewbits-Kristy. I've got her pinch pot to finish. I'm doing the Gosling quilt from her as well. But that's why I made the diary, so I can just write it in. Today I've got to do the Flying Pigs and Dancing Chickens, but I thought I would just get on here and do a bit of video. So I've nearly come round. I've recently what am I trying to say? I've come to the end and I'm just about finished, and I'm going to leave it here because this will be like the second one I've done. Oops, I'm getting caught up in all the, what's his names? Yeah, so I've got lots of projects, and that's why I decided I started the diary. So today, like I said, I was going to do the Flying Pigs and Dancing Chickens. Even if I work on it for a couple of hours, I just need to get them finished. And are you the same? Like, how do you do your whips or leftover projects that you need to get finished. Maybe that's an idea you can do. Put it in a diary. I'm not a diary person. I mean, yes, I am actually. I am a diary person. I just don't write a diary about my life. I just need to have a diary on the calendar in the kitchen, on my phone. If I don't write it down, it doesn't get done. So that was with my diary somewhere. I have it somewhere. No, I don't know where it is. It is honestly around somewhere. Amongst all my... There it is. See, today is... Oh no, today's Saturday, so I've got to do my Fleur Woods course. See, there's the flying pigs and dancing chickens. I didn't get a chance to do that, or I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday, but I did do my hexie quilt. So, and then, because I'm on school holidays, so I'm just trying to... so this is Companion, if you haven't seen this one, Australian Quilter's Companion. And I love it. I love all this. It's beautiful. So I think that's all hand-stitched, actually. So, yeah, it's a lovely diary, all full of... Oh, look at that. That's what happens when I flick through diaries. Flick through. I just love everything. I want to make everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. Yay. That one's nice. There we go. That can do a vintage Dresden plate bag. Ooh, that's given me an idea. I have Dresden plates up for sale on my Etsy shop if you're interested, or I've got more I need to put up so they know what I've got. But yes, look at that. Yep, let's just not get into another different project while I'm trying to do hand stitching, because I get too excited and then I want to go and start another one. I just don't have time at the moment. I've got to finish all the other ones and then make a new list. So what I'm going to do is tie a knot somewhere on here, about there. So you do like a normal knot, if you can see. There, press my finger, bring it down a little bit. Press my finger there. Hopefully the knot will work. There's a knot. And then what I'm going to do is take out that. I don't need that one because that's there, and so that helps stitch that down, hold it down, and just rub your finger. And then what I'm going to do is stick my needle through there. I forgot what I was going to say. Through there, just lightly, so you can see it's actually, it's a shadow. I can see it moving long enough for that dot, the knot to go in, and it was just sitting there, right? Then you just go pop, and then you just cut it off so the needle doesn't come back out again. Not the needle, the thread. All right, I'm going to leave it here because I don't know how long the video's going to be. I'll turn it around the right way so you can see all the lovely things I need to do. Put this one in the middle because I love it there, and this is the next one I need to do to hold it down. I want to thank you very much for watching my video. What I might do is, if the stitching gets done, I might put two of these together at one time, because I'm doing I'm doing a lot of videos at the moment. And because it's going to, I can just sit on this for the next 6 months. So there's no rush. I don't know when the next video is. I don't time my videos out. I just put them out on a particular day, because one day I might not be able to do every Tuesday, put a video out. So that's just the way I work. I'll make a video. Oh, that one's upside down. And put it out there. All right, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it now. Okay, bye-bye.